Assalamu alaikum students, I am Saida. Let's continue chapter number 2, which is about solving a biological problem. Today I am giving you the second lecture. The topic is study of malaria as an example of biological method. In the previous lecture, I have explained the first example of biological method. Let's see the second example now. It had been established in the previous study of malaria that Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. This was the conclusion of the last experiment, last example. Now, problem was to learn about how Plasmodium gets into the blood of man. So it was the problem which had to be solved. So the first step, which is recognition of problem, was how Plasmodium gets into the blood of man. And the observations which were previously recorded were: number one, malaria is associated with marshes, and drinking water of marshes does not cause malaria. New observations were made by a scientist, A.F.A. King, in 1883. He recorded 20 different observations, but among them, 3 were very important. Number one, people who slept outdoors were more likely to get malaria than those who slept indoors. People who slept under nets were less likely to get malaria than those who did not use such nets. And third, individuals who slept near a smoky fire usually did not get malaria. So these were the 3 important observations which A.F.A. King had made in 1883. On the basis of these observations, hypothesis was formulated. On the basis of the above mentioned observations, King made the following hypothesis. Mosquitoes transmit Plasmodium and so are involved in the spread of malaria. Then the next step is deduction. What deduction was made? If mosquitoes are involved in the spread of malaria, then Plasmodium should be present in mosquitoes. So, on the basis of all these hypotheses and deductions, experimentation was done, but it was done by another scientist named Ronald Ross. He performed many experiments. Let's see the first experiment. Ronald Ross allowed a female Anopheles mosquito to bite a malarial patient. He killed the mosquito and found Plasmodium multiplying in mosquito's stomach wall. He concluded that a mosquito can get Plasmodium by biting a malarial patient. The next step was to allow an infected mosquito to bite a healthy person, but the result could be very serious. What could be possible? Death of the infected person. So it was a great risk. So he avoided it and he decided to use sparrows and redesigned his experiment. Let's see the second experiment. Ross allowed a Culex mosquito to bite a sparrow suffering from malaria. When he killed the mosquito, he found Plasmodium multiplying in its stomach wall, and then it transfers to mosquito's salivary glands. He kept some mosquitoes alive, which were carrying Plasmodia, and allowed them to bite healthy sparrows. When he examined the blood of sparrows, he found Plasmodia in it. So it was confirmed that mosquitoes spread malaria in sparrows. In the end, the hypothesis was tested by direct experimentation on human beings, and in 1898 it was confirmed that mosquitoes transmit Plasmodium and spread malaria. Then the next step, summarization of result. What was the result or conclusion? Mosquitoes transmit Plasmodium and so are involved in the spread of malaria. So after conclusion, this conclusion or the results or findings are presented before the forum and seminars are organized, and then other scientists, they do experimentation and they give evidence in support of that result or conclusion. Then a theory is made. Let's see the theory. When a hypothesis is tested many times by other scientists and it stands the test of time, it becomes a theory. So a theory is supported by a great deal of evidence. Then this theory becomes a law or principle. How? Let's see. A theory is being tested by scientists in the course of time. If a theory survives and continues to be supported by experimental evidence, it becomes a law or principle. And what are the features of this law or principle? A law is a uniform or constant fact of nature. And number two, it is irrefutable. Irrefutable means undeniable, which cannot be denied. It is undeniable or irrefutable theory. So this is all about the law, theories and laws. And this is the end of this topic. Let's see the home task now. What observations were made by A.F.A. King in the study of malaria? Second, describe experiments performed by Ronald Ross to confirm that mosquitoes transmit Plasmodium and so are involved in the spread of malaria. Number 3, define a theory and law or principle. So girls, I hope you have understood the topic and you would be able to answer all these questions very easily, and you will send me the image and I will check all these questions. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.